Hi, I'm Carrie and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing career readings, career/finance. That is where our focus is today with these readings. I am using the Career and Life deck. This is just a deck I picked up off of Amazon, and it is by Cosmic Lights is the manufacturer of this. I am focusing on the fire and the air signs for the readings in today's video, and each sign is going to get a single card pull, and then I'm going to bring in the zombie tarot, which is a non-traditional deck to go to for your career or finance readings, but I find this deck is fantastic to work out relationships, but also for figuring out the energy of the climate in the workplace. It's really good for those types of readings. So that's why I broke out the zombie tarot for that, because it's one that I like to use. So we are going to focus on the fire signs. I am going to try to shuffle this very stiff deck, and I will be back with the reading for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, Aries, your card or your energy for your career or your finances even is progress. It seems like a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. And the fact, Aries, that gifts is right next to this card progress tells me that this energy is like right on point. If you just keep pushing forward, if you just keep, sticking with the daily grind, doing the best that you can at work, things are going to pay off and you're going to reap the rewards for it, especially since gift is right there. The fact that the high priestess is right below this card tells me that you already know this. You know that this work is going to lead you in a better direction. Help balance your finances a little bit. It's going to put you in a more stable position. That's really what I feel with this trek right here, because we have 8 of hazards right next to the high priestess. So that's like the 8 of pentacles. So that's where you are upping your skills, learning something new, putting more effort into your job in general, and that will produce fruitful results for you in a few months. And if you were a client of mine sitting here, because I keep seeing flash the number 3, and I don't want to really, I'm trying not to put that kind of thing out here on my channel, but I can't help it because I keep being flashed the number 3 in my mind's eye. So possibly in the next 3 weeks to 3 months, or even in the coming year by March, you should be able to start seeing some fruitful benefits from everything that you're doing and the progress that you're making, especially if you start putting that extra effort in this month. So just see what comes to fruition for you. Okay, so we're moving over to the middle, and we have Leo. Leo, gifts. You are uncovering new talents that will land your new work, that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. The fact that the 8 of Pentacles or 8 of Hazards is directly below this is another indication to work hard this month, to show them what you got, to show them what an asset you are, to show them what you can bring to the position that you're in, to show them that you can do more than what they're asking of you, to show them that, maybe you could be management position or something like this. Show them really who you are. Let all of your underlying gifts, all of your talents shine through so they can get to really see how hard it is that you are really working at this job and how committed you are to it also. But I feel like when I look at these two cards, it's more than just like middle management that needs to know this. I mean, while they have a say so, I feel there is an upper management that needs to be brought into the mix, that needs to know what you actually bring to the position, to the job, to this workforce that you are a part of in some way. The fact that I've got the three of hazards here to the side of you tells me that you need to show that you're a good coworker also, or that you're not complaining about your coworkers, especially if you're taking on extra duties right now. I feel like it's almost a test. How much can they handle? How much can they have on their plate without completely falling apart? Because somebody sees that you are possibly doing some of the work for others. I kind of get that with these three cards here together. So just make sure like the upper crust knows that how hard you're working and that you are, putting in 150%, not just the 100 without complaining about it, is what I feel. But with this gifts, I don't know. I just feel like there's eyes on you in the month of October, Leos. So just pay attention to what you've got going on and how you're presenting yourself in the workforce. Okay, so over here we have Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, your card is long-term. An opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. I should say, I forgot to mention at the very beginning about this reflection card. This was the very first card that fell out, but I didn't feel that it fit any of these positions. So I really do feel like it's a reflecting this month on how you're presenting yourself, the progress that you're making, and the decision that needs to be made for you, Sagittarius, of whether or not you want to move into a better position and what comes along with that position in the long run. There's a lot to think about here before you make sudden changes or sudden moves. It's like, kind of staying the course, but also making sure that you're seen in the process of staying the course. I feel that for all the fire signs. So back here to Sagittarius, sorry, I got a little sidetracked. So you've got long term and you've got the three of hazards or three of coins here below you. And I really feel with this is it's time to make the decision of, is this the company that you want to stay with long term? Is this the job, the position? Is there room to grow? Are you in a place that you have some sort of advancement? And that's where I feel this reflection comes in. Where is this going to take you 5 years from now? Where is this job going to take you 10 years from now? And is there going to be that opportunity for a better position with more money? And while this is presented as this opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, maybe you've just joined a new company and now you're reflecting on, how long this is going to be for you, how this is going to play out for you, etc. You have a lot to think about in this position that you're in and what it is doing for you. Because if we come all the way back over here to progress, is it leading you into your future? Maybe the position you've secured already is a bump up from where you were, since progress is all the way over here, technically behind you. So maybe this is, okay, so I have gone up the ladder just a rung or two, but now what? Now what do I do? And are these the people, or is this the kind of company, is this kind of atmosphere that I want to be in long term? How is it helping me? How is it leveling me up in any way? With the Eight of Hazards here behind you and down, you have the skills that you can hold a different position, that you can gain a different position that has more income to it. You already have that skill set behind you. So really think about the offer if one is put forward for you this month and what those long-term commitments mean. And is that something that you are ready for or willing to do for your future? So yeah, there's a lot of thinking amongst the fire signs here of where their jobs are leading them and how they're conducting themselves here, kind of in the workplace, and what skill set that they are bringing to the table that your higher ups are actually looking at. Okay, so I will be back with the reading for our air signs. Aquarius. Okay, this is for our air signs. We have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here on the table. All right, for Gemini, the energy for you in your career or finances, give and take, be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. Isn't that interesting that it's give and take and the Wheel of Fortune? The fact of the matter is the overall energy here for this grouping of cards is drama. Beware of troublemakers in the workplace. The job you want may have too much upheaval to bear. Keep emotions and gossip in check. And this is what I'm feeling for you, Gemini, with this give and take and the Wheel of Fortune, since drama is the overall theme for the month for the air signs. I really feel like no matter how much you try to get a coworker on your side or someone to like you, or how much you do for them, or how much responsibilities that you take on to help them in some way, it is never going to be reciprocated to you, and they're probably never going to like you either. That is what I feel with this energy as a whole. But with this give and take and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like if you are trying to like score points in the workplace, yeah, it may work with some people, but it's not going to necessarily work with everybody. I really feel that with the give and take and the Wheel of Fortune. And as hard as you're trying, I understand that, but it's not going to land kind of with everyone. But those that it does land with, this give and take energy, it is going to make a difference for you between, your relationship with them in the workplace and others. So make sure that your give and take, what you are really putting out there, is genuine and authentic and coming from a place that you are wanting to enact change in an authentic way. Not doing it because you think, well, if I do this, I can sway someone to my side, or I can sway things in my favor, that sort of thing. That's what I get for you, Gemini, with these two cards. And I also get that because protection is right next to you. So that's where I'm just saying, kind of be careful with this give and take energy and what your real intention and motives are behind it. Okay, so over here we've got Libra, protection. You're being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. What I feel with this, as long as you do not get involved in the office gossip and the office politics, you just stick to your job, do what you have to do, mind your own business, things should be okay for you, because we got the Nine of Cups right down here below. And I feel like whoever is creating some scenario, causing some sort of problems, it's not like it's something new. They've been doing this for a while. It's going to come out in October. I just feel that because we got the Nine of Cups right below you, which could be your wish card, could be wishes coming true. So if you've been wishing that this person was going to be found out, or that they were going to, finally suffer the repercussions for some of their actions in some way, because I've got power position on one side of you, give and take on the other. You don't need to add to it. That's what I feel. You don't need to add into this mix. You don't need to tell your side of it unless you're actually approached for it, that you just need to do what you have to do for you and not worry about anything else that's going on in the workplace and that around you. Protect you and you alone, and you should be good. And I really get that with that 9 of Cups down here. As long as you stay out of the drama, you won't be touched by the drama. And another thing that I felt that that person was kind of going to suffer the repercussions is because Wheel of Fortune is right here to the left below you, and we got Judgment here on the other side. So depending on how things change or shift in the workplace, what is found out through this office gossip drama, then there is a definite chance that that can come to fruition. So just make sure you're not mixed up in any of that. Okay, Aquarius, over here we've got power position. You are being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. So I see this as it's time to step into leadership, Aquarius. It's time to stop hiding from the limelight. It's time to stop shrinking into the shadows and be full frontal right there. Everybody can see you. You're standing in the light, and, you know, take that power, take that position. Take charge of what needs taken charge of this month. The fact that I have Judgment down here, this is like your light bulb. This is your awakening moment. This is your, okay, look, I've let other people, you know, have the wins all this time. I'm taking the wins now. I know that I can do this. I know that I, you know, deserve this recognition, and embrace it. There's probably going to be gossip around it. You don't need to be involved in that. What other people say about you doesn't matter. If they don't like you, it doesn't matter. You need to still stand firm in that power, stand firm in this sovereignty to guide others. You can do it with a soft voice. You don't have to be harsh about it. But if you're asked to step up, then step up, and don't, like I said, shrink in the shadow and say, oh, no, 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 I can't do that. Someone else could do that. It's time for them to see who you really are and what you're really capable in the month of October. So be sure to make that known. And like I said, it doesn't matter what other people say. Just shut them out. This is not needed anyway. People that do this and with the gossip and the nastiness aren't getting anywhere anyway. So let me know, fire signs, and let me know, air signs. How did this resonate for you? Do you see this playing out in your workplace? Do you feel this energy coming forward? Have you had any inklings to it or anything like that? I'd love to know in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more readings from me. And if you'd like to support me in another way, my Ko-fi link is in the description box below. And until I see you in the next one, bye.